So today what I'm doing is doing some prep work for Raceworz, which is the car show slash race on August 25th at the Sac Raceway. I'm rewrapping this hood and some other parts on the car, depending on how much material I have, because I'm not happy with the way the hood turned out. Just because this was my first chrome wrap, and when I was doing this, I sanded like my little rock chips with my thumb using a piece of sandpaper, and the thumb indent shows up. So what you gotta do is sand it with that sander wheel that I have now to make it an even finish. Anyways, I'm not happy with the finish, so I'm gonna rewrap it. This wrap has been on there for about since January, so we're gonna see what it looks like inside. So let's go. Here after unwrapping it. It's been on since January or February of 2018, and right now it is August 20th, so that's how long this wrap's been on. You can see here you know, my sanding spots where I just did, you know, a little thumb action there. So those are where the divots are that I don't like. These little patches that you see here, those are the residue from the glue of the Teckwrap. I'm not sure how much residue is supposed to be left after removing a chrome. So this is the first chrome I've ever removed completely off of a whole panel. So that's not too bad. I mean, if you're doing it on a regular car where the paint job is immaculate, like that Tesla I did, then you're not gonna want that, because that is gonna be really nasty to remove. Like you have to take alcohol and maybe some Goo Gone and wipe that up. But I'm just gonna sand all this down to make it all even, and then just rewrap it. But I mean, if you're looking at like the paint itself, is just fine. Even though this is a Chinese brand, and you know, people don't buy Chinese brands just because it's not proven in the industry that it won't mess up your paint. But given this hasn't been on for over a year, so I don't know how it will perform for over a year, but I got a car show to go to, so we're gonna rewrap this thing, and it's only been a couple of months. But if it's like that after a couple of months, I think you're pretty much good to go. So sanding is done. That was a lot more sanding than I expected to do, just because that residue was on there super bad, and I had to like scrape it off with a spatula and some Goo Gone. So that's why you don't want to use that stuff on a client's car or someone's car with nice paint. But hey, we know that lifestyle. Our car's paint don't matter, right? Anyway, so here is what I got. Sanded a lot of it down to just the bare metal. I'm not sure what impact this has when you wrap it. I think the wrap will protect it from rusting, but I don't know, right? I'm new to this. We're gonna find out, right? But even if it does rust, does it really matter? I would just get a carbon fiber hood when that happens anyway, with the you know, the louvers. All right, so after you sand, you want to test it before you put your whole like 6-foot piece and commit to, you know, wrapping when you don't know if the quality of which you sanded was good or not. So here is a scrap piece, and this is also why you keep scrap pieces of your previous wraps. Even a little piece would help, because now you can see if there's any inconsistencies to the surface in which you prep. So it's all about prepping. That I found when it comes to wrapping a surface. So I mean, there are little bubbles here and there just because, you know, this is not the cleanest piece. But I don't see any wavy parts or anything like that. So I'll put it there, and if everything's good, it's wrapping time. Why I'm rewrapping this car. Well, you can't see it in the pictures, but you see these ripples right here, these ripple lines, more pronounced right here. So these are lift lines and reposition marks. So with Chrome, if you don't do it in one shot and then you like squeegee down and reposition, or where it like actually sticks, and then you go to reposition and you pull it back up and stretch it back. Well, anyway, that causes all of that. So this is how many times I had to lift this and then reposition it. So what I'm trying to do now is just lay it all perfectly. With the material I have left, now that I'm better skilled and know what the material can handle, and so I don't get those lift lines, because they really show when the sun hits this particular color. Rolling into Raceworz, got most of the car wrapped, just missing the left driver's side door and the quarter panel. Didn't have enough time, but here's what we got up front here.